Alright, we're doing this. I mean, it's just boring. I don't like when it gets late like this. I just don't like it. I don't like being in neighborhoods when it's late. You can't fucking see the house numbers, you know. You just feel weird about leaving your car running. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't, but there's just something about delivering food at night that it just feels weird. I just kind of like doing it better during the day, and then the variety of restaurants that you get during the day is just so much more fun, so much more. So what we're left here with is McDonald's. Sky is looking for a medium Coke, a large Coke, an apple pie, a double cheeseburger, and then a 4-piece McNugget with tangy barbecue dipping sauce. Now, Sky just sent me a message. Can you get me some barbecue sauce? Hey, well, Sky, it doesn't work that way. Like a McDonald's, you tell McDonald's on the app that you want some fucking barbecue sauce, and then they sticker that fucking thing together, so I can't be like digging in there and stealing your fucking fries. So you can't have it both ways, Sky. What do you want from me, you know? And you already put it on the fucking app that you wanted the barbecue sauce, so I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying, hey, make sure, you want to make sure you got that barbecue sauce for Sky in there. She sent me a little reminder. I know sometimes you McDonald's, I know you don't always put that sauce in there. All right, so I got Sky's McDonald's, and it was whatever. It was pretty fast, and I'm like, got it right away, and I'm driving to the fucking place, and she's messaging me, is everything okay? And I'm like, yep. Like, everything's okay. What are you getting at here, you know? And I got there and it said deliver to the door, knock on the door, and the door opens up, and just this fucking cloud of weed just smacks me, just punches me across the fucking nose, and I'm like, oh, okay, Sky needs this McDonald's. So I get it now. I understand why there was a bit of a panic going on there with Sky. Sky's like, I got the fucking munchies like you wouldn't believe. Where's my fucking McDonald's? And you know, time's altered a little bit, so it may seem like it's taken me like an hour and a half to get there, and it took me like 7 minutes from the order to their spot. So chill out, Sky. Fucking eat your McNuggets, your tangy barbecue sauce. Everything's okay. $6.45. So that's another example of what happens at nighttime. You know, people are fucked up. People are drunk. They're smoking some chronic. You know, it's just like, you just don't know what you're running into. You know, when I delivered pizzas back in the day, I remember going to a motel, a dirty motel, and I knocked on the door, and it swung open, and there was a naked woman in the bed, and then there was a man just in like a banana hammock, fucking like G-string, gross, disgusting underwear, you know, and he's like, come on in. I'm like, 23.42, sir. Like, come on in. Put the pizza down at the table. Come on in. 23.42, sir. Yeah. Come on in. And we did this back and forth a little bit. And then he finally just paid me, and I left. And I'm like, I don't want anything to do with what's going on in that motel room. And then there was another motel that I remember that I went to, and you know, I could hear it. It was just loud. There's just lot of loud voices coming out of it and whatnot. And I knocked on the door, and this dude was just like meth city. And he was just, it looked like he'd been up for like 8 days, really strung out, this and that. It wasn't even that much. It's got like a little bit of food. Might have been like $12 worth of food. And he just skeeved me out, though. There's something about, like, I just wanted to get the fuck out of there. And he just gave me a $50 bill. And I was like, cool, man. Thanks so much. Have a great night. And I just walked away. Didn't he, it was just like in the moment. Like, I didn't mean to do it. But I just did. And it happened. And I got out to my car and realized I didn't, like, offer the guy any change. And he just tipped me like $38. But I was like, I'm not going back there. There's something not right about that place. And I just bailed. Never heard a word about it. Everything was fine. So that's nighttime driving, though. Okay. We got DP Doe. Jacob is looking for a Speed Zone chicken calzone with ranch, Roni rolls, and it just says chocolate chip. So I don't know if that's a cookie or a shake or a piece of cake or whatever the fuck it is. It just says chocolate chip. They were just blasting Kid Rock in there. Just a ball to the balls of dang a ding or whatever that shit is. Like, that song wasn't good the day it came out, and it's really not good now. And it was just blaring in that place. All right, we got McDonald's. Beth is looking for a hamburger Happy Meal. Now, this clock is an hour behind, so it's like 11:15 at night. I don't know who the fuck Beth's getting a Happy Meal for. And now it says the strangest thing in here. It says Trolls 2. Trolls and then the number 2. So is that like the toy that comes in there? Now, there's a movie that came out, boy, I want to say probably 90, somewhere between 89 and 92. I'm saying I'm pretty safe to say that. Without looking it up, without being a cheat, pretty safe to say that. And it was called Troll 2. Now, Troll 2 is regarded as maybe the worst movie ever made of all time. And let me tell you, it is a treat. Not in a good way, not in a bad way. It's just you kind of watch it and you're like, how is this real? How did somebody really make it? And if you look at like a little bit, I actually watched like a whole goddamn documentary about the making of Troll 2, and the director really was into it. Thought he was making like an art film, a profound statement, and there's just this thing that just makes no fucking sense at all. So I don't know what's going on out here tonight. I'm kind of just rambling incoherently, and that's okay. Not all of these have to be a concise best order of the day, because it's just all fucking McDonald's anyway. So who gives a shit? Go watch Troll 2. Learn what Nilbog means. Because once you know what Nilbog means, your life will never be the same. So maybe I should drive more at night. I had a bag of burritos to take to this house, and I get there and the garage door's open, lights are on, and it's like a bunch of people just hanging out in this fucking garage, and this lady's like, hey, I need to ask you a favor. I'm like, okay. And she goes, I give you $20 if you go to the gas station and get me a pack of these cigarettes, and then you can keep the change. And I said, all right. So here you go. Like maybe the first pack of cigarettes that I've ever done. I don't know if this is legal. Is this legal to go buy cigarettes for someone and then deliver them? I don't think so. But we're doing it. Should I check her ID first, do you think? Excuse me. Are you of the proper age to purchase tobacco products? It'd be hilarious if this is like some dumb, elaborate cop sting entrapment. Get me to like buy cigarettes for a minor. Alright, got those cigarettes delivered to Miranda. $13.15.